What was that? Listening. That's all you had to do. Listen to what it was. Now you can relax. Yeah, anyone who missed last week, you missed out on the gentle class because that was our restful class last week. So tonight, yeah, there's a bit more power involved again. But we are starting off on the floor. So come down to lying. Yeah. Do you know, even when it's hard, if you're doing it lying down, it doesn't seem as hard, does it? So it makes it more bearable. Come down onto your back, feet flat on the floor and arms down by your side. And we'll just start off with a few relaxing, grounding breaths. At your own pace, breathing in, breathing out. And for now, you don't need the block under your head because we're going to be starting with shoulder bridges. Legs bent calf. That's it. Yep, feet flat on the floor. Take 2 more breaths. All the breath out as you exhale, feeling the bones of your back settle, shoulders and hips. 1 more breath. At the end of this breath, set your feet in position for shoulder bridge. We're going up in thirds. Inhale to prepare. Exhale 1/3 of the way up into shoulder bridge. Inhale, release it down. Exhale the second third up. So 1/3, 2/3. Inhale down. Exhale the whole shoulder bridge. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 at the top. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Now coordinating the breath. Inhale as you land. Exhale as you roll. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you roll. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll. 4 more of those. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll. So it becomes a breathing exercise as well. Inhale as you land. Exhale, roll. Inhale when you land at the top. Exhale, roll. So the exhales are your movement, your inhales are where you land, top or bottom. 2 more. One more. Okay, and then can you, your next one, roll up and stay up at the top so we're all up together. All the way up to the top, stay there. So we're doing a set of 3 with some arm movements. From the top, take your arms over behind, inhale. Leave your arms there, roll your spine down, exhale. At the ground, inhale, arms down. Exhale, spine rolls up. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, spine rolls down. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, spine up. Inhale, arms. Exhale, spine down. Inhale, arms down. 1 more, exhale, spine up. Inhale, arms. Exhale, spine down, just the spine. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, roll up, stay up. Feet are standing directly below your knees, adjust if you need to. 10 arm floats, inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms down, keeping the bridge lifted as your arms float. 9 more, inhale back. Exhale, arms down. Good. Use your core to keep your legs, your hips, your pelvis, your rib cage all steady. So when your arms go back, keep your ribs laying down in line with your pelvis. Use your core more when your arms go back so you don't feel any extra lift. Can someone shout out what the next number is on your arms back?
6.
Thank you. 7. 8. 9. And last one. When your arms are all the way down, roll down. Bring your knees on one hand each knee, circle them open and closed. That was our warm-up. Circle around the other way. Take your band around your right foot, left foot on the floor, right leg in the air for a stretch. Hamstring stretch, so you're holding the band around the ball of the foot, easing your straight leg back and anchoring your hip down. Start off, so right leg in the air, and that's it. Start off with your left leg bent. Good, and then just lift your left toes off the floor. Keep the right leg stretched, just the toes lift, not the heel, the toes off the floor, that's it. Good, push your heel down the mat as if you're trying to scratch a line down your mat, so the leg is actively straightening out. Once it's fully straightened, your heel is pushing away, your toes are pulled up, and your left leg is grounded firmly. 2 more breaths, right leg drawing back. If it pulls in your back, rebend the left leg. 1 more breath. Okay, take the band off the foot, keep the leg there, but bend the leg 90 degrees. Take your arms out to the side. Open your right knee wide, don't let the left leg move. And then close it back into center. 2 more of those. Inhale, knee opens wide, don't let the left leg move. Exhale, back to center. 1 more. Inhale, leg opens, knee opens. Exhale, knee closes. Then you're going across. Inhale, exhale, knee across to the left. Right hip lifts. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, across. Inhale, center. 1 more. Exhale, across. Inhale, center. Return your foot to the floor. Both legs bend. Reset your bottom. Left leg in the air with the band. So I guess this is kind of still part of your warm-up, just stretching out more through the legs. Back of the hip anchored down. Okay, see how much you can straighten the left leg in the air while the right leg is bent. And then lift your right toes off the floor, anchor your heel into the mat as it pushes away, so your leg is strong as it pushes out straight. And then it lands with a firm intention, toes are flexed up to the ceiling. See if you can keep that same flexibility in the left leg. If you need to keep the right leg bent, a couple more breaths, then do keep the right leg bent, otherwise both legs are straight. 1 more breath. Keep the leg in the air, take your band off, arms wide, left leg is bent. Inhale, knee out wide, inner thigh opening. Exhale, knee back up to ceiling. 2 more of those, knee out wide without your right leg moving. Squeeze back to center. 1 more, knee out wide. Knee to center, then rolling across. Inhale, hold, exhale over. Inhale, center. Exhale, knee across, lifting the left hip. 1 more, inhale, center. Exhale, knee across. Inhale, center, and exhale, both feet down to the floor, bending both legs. Okay, let's get to some abdominal stuff. Starting off lightly, straighten your right leg back up in the air without the band. Point your foot, lower the leg down, keep your belly firm, flex your foot, lift the leg up. Point and lower, flex and lift. You need to be able to do this without your spine moving, so can you control from your core all the things that you've learned over the weeks about how to work your core to steady your spine. 1 more, point and lower, flex and lift, bend that leg, return your foot to the floor, left side, up in the air, firm pelvis, point and lower the leg, flex and lift. The leg doesn't quite go to the floor, it might stop a foot or 2 before it gets to the ground. Defined movement through your ankle. 3 more. 2. And 1. No movement of the spine. Bend the leg, foot back down to the ground. Okay, changing it a little step harder. Right leg to knee fold, left leg to knee fold. Straighten your right leg in the air, lower your right leg down, flex and lift. Point and lower, 4, flex and lift. Point and lower, 3, flex and lift. Left knee is not moving, 2, flex and lift. Point and lower, flex and lift. Bend your right leg, straighten your left leg. The right leg stays lifted, single knee fold, that's it. Left leg is in the air, that's it. Point and lower, flex and lift. The right leg's in single knee fold, the left leg is moving. 3. Can the leg lower without the back arching? 2. Feel like the right knee is almost pushing towards you as the left leg goes down. 1. Good, and then up to center, both legs in, head and shoulders off the floor. Take your right hand behind your head, and then, right hand behind your head, the left arm out to the side. Straighten your right leg, twist towards your left knee, so the back right side of your chest is off the floor. Right leg is going to go down. 5, flex and lift, point and lower. 4, flex and lift. 3, firm belly. 2, keep the height in the right side of your chest. 1, come through center, both legs bend, left hand behind your head, right arm on the floor. Left leg straight, cross to your bent knee, and then lower the left down, up and down with the left leg this time. Right leg stays where it is, your twist stays there. 3 more. If you can do the ankle movement as well, do the ankle movement as well. If it's making it too confusing, just the leg down and up. Is it 2 more or 1 more? Or 1 more already. Back up to center, both legs bend, both hands behind your head. We are going to push your legs away just a few inches so your knees are a bit further than your hips, and then bend them back in a bit closer than your hips. Exhale away, inhale in. Exhale away, inhale in. So your knees are staying bent. It's like your shins are resting on a shelf and they're sliding, your calves are resting on a shelf and they're sliding away on the shelf and in. They're not going straight. We're not pushing them fully straight. Try not to straighten them up in the air, okay? So keep them parallel to the floor. 5 more. Keep the belly back as your legs push away. 4, 3, legs together. 2, legs together, 2. And 1. Keeping them in the bent position. Lift a little higher in your abdominal curl, ribs a bit deeper, arms forwards. The 100 with bent legs. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hollow the belly. It's a bit easier if you bring your knees in closer. It's neutral if your knees are directly above hips. It's harder if your knees are a bit further away. 5 more breaths, straight legs if you can. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths. Keep looking toward the legs. Keep the chest lifted, shoulder blades ideally off the ground. Last breath. Knees come all the way in, head to the floor, and then a butterfly stretch with cactus arms and relax a few rounds of breath there. Okay, well done. It's amazing what aren't actually hard if you just did 5 of them on their own, but once you start layering them all on top of each other. That was enough layers though, wasn't it? 1 more layer and we might have had complaints. Take a couple more belly breaths. 1. Okay, and then we're going to turn over onto, let's see which side's going to be better. If you turn toward the window, so on your left side. Right, and you've got 2 options here. This is where we get into the legs. Ankle weight people, they will be a lot harder with your ankle weights on, so you can always take them off if it feels too much. I definitely wouldn't want to be wearing them. Option 1, rest like you did last week, head in hand, hand on floor. That's not going to be easier on the legs, but it'll be easier on your core work. Option 2, prop up onto your forearm and press down through the shoulder so you're lifted higher. It's going to be a bit harder everywhere, okay? So it's not going to be loads harder, but it's just a stronger position to hold. Prop up or down, head in hand. Your choice. If you're doing the up version, your legs are going to straighten out. If you're staying in the down version, keep your legs bent. Nice first bit is you lift your leg just so it's about hip level, point, go forwards. In fact, people who are in this upward position, just put your hand on your tummy so you're not going to have a balance either with your hand. So you're going to point forwards, flex back. Point forwards, work your core, flex back. Work your balance, point forwards, flex back. 2 more, point forwards, flex back. 1 more, point forwards, flex back. Bend your top leg. People with the bottom straight leg, your toes are just going to go behind the back knee. Close, open. Keep your hip pointing forwards. Close, open. So your foot can rest on the bottom leg, or if you've got bent legs, your feet are together. 3. Try not to roll back. 2. And 1. Open, straighten, bend, close. Open, straighten, bend, close. Keep your hands on your tummy, stay engaged, and keep pressing down through the forearm. Open, straighten, bend, close. Open, straighten, bend, close. Changing. Open, keep your legs straight. Now we're going to, like you've got an arch in front of you, you're going to come over the arch, tap in front. Come over the arch, tap your feet together. Over the arch, tap in front. Over the arch, feet together. So like you're making a rainbow with your leg. Are you all right? 3. 3. Tighten your foot. Or cramp. Or 2. 2. I thought it was your hip you were crying at. 1 and 1. Last bit. Leg forwards. Get it as high up in front of you as you can. Heel high, toes point down. Heel high, toes point down. And you're going to tap down, up, down, up, down, up. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay. Bend your legs in. Turn onto your back. Figure 4 with your right ankle on your left knee. I mean, really, hats off to people who had the leg weights on. Either you were taking a little bypass and I didn't notice, or you've got legs of steel. So figure 4 stretch, right ankle, stretching your right hip. Hopefully you followed that all right at home. Turn, release that side, turn onto your other side. Did you start with the ankle weights on, Alison, and drop them? You're just going to turn this way. Yeah, turn to, so from your back, roll onto your right side. There we go. Again, your choice. Rest down your head on hands, hand on floor, or come up onto your forearm, hand on tummy. You can also go somewhere in between. You could be in this straight position, but put your fingertips on the floor for a little extra support for balance. Okay, so bent leg people, you're down here, but we're going to have the top leg straight with it, whichever option you're going with. Okay, and then let's go point, forwards, flex, back, point, forwards, flex. Notice how much you've got to work in your arm as well, your balancing arm. 2, flex, back, point forwards, flex back. Bend the top leg, bring your feet together or your foot to your knee, and then close and open. And close and open. 3 more. 3. Try not to let the bottom ribs collapse down. 2. And 1. Adding on. Close, open, straighten, bend. Close, open, straighten, bend. Close, open, straighten, bend. 1 more. Knees together, open, straighten, feet together, and bend. Oh, hang on, and then down. Okay, so open, straighten, stay straight. Okay, and then you go feet together, up and over the rainbow, and then tap in front. Up and over, tap behind, feet together, and up and over, tap in front. Good. 3. 3. If your rainbow goes really high, make sure the top hip isn't rolling back. And 1 more. Okay, then we finish off leg in front. And toes down, heel up. Have I missed something out? It feels quicker on this side. 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bend your leg in. Roll onto your back. Left ankle crosses on top of right. Was it easier on that side?
Yes.
Did I miss something?
No, just easier.
When you explain, I was on the first one, it takes longer.
Yeah, but we didn't do more repetitions.
Doesn't matter.
We did the same. We didn't do more repetitions. You mean, don't encourage her to do another set. I was purposefully trying to do just 5 of each, so I apologise if I did more on the other side. I didn't miss anything. No, I didn't miss anything. No. Okay, and then release your figure 4 stretch. Hug both knees in, squeeze them in and out of your chest. Knees squeeze in, squeeze out, squeeze in, squeeze out. And then head off the floor, knees squeeze in, squeeze out. Okay, and then we're going to roll back and forward on the spine. Make your way to sitting. Bring your legs round behind or roll over your legs, your choice. This is where you might want to put your soft block underneath your knees and have a hand weight in each hand. Come up to a high kneeling position. Okay, right foot steps forwards, a ball in each hand. Foot just a little further than the knee and we'll take a little lunge. In your lunge, tailbone drops, the top bones of the pelvis here, your iliac crest area, wants to feel like the crest rolls back as the tailbone drops. So you get more stretch in the left hip. Okay, and let's do a bicep curl with a difference. So we're going to go bicep curl, and then down and open and in. Bicep curl, down, halfway down, open and in. Curl, down, open, in. Curl, down, open, in. So when your arms open, you're squeezing the muscles in the upper back. Curl, down, open, in. 2 more. Curl, halfway down, open, and 1 more. Curl, down, open, in. Switch the legs over. You can put hands on floor if you need to. Left leg forwards, a bit further than the knee, so you can lunge into the stretch of that. And if you can't lunge forward, step the foot back a bit more. Okay, so this time arms out in front, palms up or down. I can't do palms up because of my arm, so I'm going to go palms down, but you might prefer palms up. See how you feel. So you're going to go out to the side with one arm, just one arm, down by your hip, lift and forwards. Then the other arm out to the side, down, lift, forwards, out, down, lift, forwards, out. Keep your balance, down, lift, forwards. 1 more each arm, out, down, lift, last, left, down, lift. Both together, out, down, lift, forwards, out, down, lift. 2 more, out, down, lift, forwards. 1 more, out, down, lift, forwards. And then put the balls down just at the sides of the mat, one either side of your mat, because you're going to need them when we lie on our tummy. Come off the blocks, put the blocks to the side as well, and then come down onto your forearms. You can use the block for your elbows if you need to. Step back into a forearm plank. We're going to do 1.5 minutes of varying things. So first of all, a 30-second forearm plank. That's it, just a plain forearm plank to begin with. If you need your knees to the floor, touch your knees to the floor. If you don't do any of the little add-on bits, then you just make a really good plank. Think of your alignment from your head all the way down to where you touch the ground, either through your knees or through your toes. Have you got just the right amount of balance between the chest and the core and the legs? Okay, that's 30 seconds. Now you're going to do walking knees in your plank. 1 knee touches down, back up. Other knee touches down, back up. So just 1 at a time. Touch down, push up. Touch down, push up. Keep your gaze between the thumbs and prevent your hips from moving as you do these alternate knee taps. Bend the knee to the ground by moving from the toe joints, but strong in your core. 1 more each leg. Back to neutral plank. And then either just stay in a neutral plank or alternate hip dips. Right hip dips, centre. Left hip dips, centre. Right hip dips, centre. Left hip dips, centre. We're working for strength and tone, and we only get that by working a bit harder, pushing through our comfort zone. We're almost there. 10 seconds. You can just keep the usual centre plank. You don't have to do the twist. Rest on your tummy all the way down. Yeah, and give your bottom a nice wobble on the floor. Prize for the best bottom wobble, so give it a good wobble around. And then bend your legs knees wide and then sway your feet side to side. A little sway so you're rocking across to the side. Okay, and then legs down to the centre of your mat. Take your arms down by your side, a ball in each hand, palms upwards. So head touching the floor, the front of your feet touching the floor as well. So you're on the flatness of your toenails. Legs engage. Like when you're in the lunge, we want the tailbone to drop away and the crests of the top of the pelvis to roll up toward the waist or to lift slightly. So there's a tilting of your pelvis to engage. Inhale, keep your head on the floor. Exhale, arms lift. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, lift 4. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, lift 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Engaging your core throughout. Exhale, 1. And then 5 pulses. Lift and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your chest off the floor. Down 5. Push up. 4. Push up. 3, push up. 2, push up. 1, stay up, 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your arms there, float your legs off the floor, keep them long, top of the thighs trying to lift. Go down with your arms, up. 4, use the back of your arms. 3, 2, 1, stay up, 5 small pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then everything down and push back to a child's pose. And let's have a tricep stretch, child's pose. Arms out in front, hands in a prayer. Elbows narrow, and the prayer comes up behind the back of your head. Feeling the elbows working forwards and narrow, and your chest and your spine pressing back and down away from the elbows, which kind of stay almost stuck out in front. Is that okay? Release your hands forwards, come to a downward facing dog. And then one that we don't do very often, an upward facing dog. But we're going to do a shaggy version of it. So come forward as if you're going to do plank. First of all, lower your knees, point your feet, lower your hips, and then see if you can press the knees off the ground. So when I say a shaggy version, there's lots of refinement in an upward facing dog. For now, just kind of push the ground away, open up your chest, and you might have a little sway looking from right to left as your hips go one way, look the other way. Stretches into the psoas, the front hip flexor muscles. Knees down, back up into downward facing dog. And then walk your hands all the way back to your feet and hang there at the back of your mat. Hold opposite elbows if you like. Take a few nice deep breaths. Do whatever you want to do there, whether it's a swing, whether it's just hanging, whether your arms are long, whether you're holding elbows, whatever feels nice. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. And then release your arms and roll your spine up. Okay, so it's always good to get the heart rate up a little bit when you're coming from a a point of view of strength and tone. When we start to get increased muscle mass, then when we start to work aerobically, we burn a bit more, and that leads to all over body conditioning and weight loss too, burning of the calories that we take in. So we'll do a little bit of getting our heart rate up. Inhale, arms up in the air. Exhale, elbows pull down. It'll be mild. We're not going to like jog on the spot or anything, don't worry. And exhale, pull down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, pull down. You want to pull down as if you're holding something heavy and pulling it down with your elbows. 1 more. Adding a heel lift. Inhale up. Heels off the floor as your elbows pull down. Control it. Heels down, arms up. And then pull the heels off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 3, still with strong arms. Almost feel like your forearms are pressing back as you pull down. I think that's 5, isn't it? That's 5. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Squat down and either hug your arms around the back of the legs or just touch the floor to the outside of your feet. Keep your spine straight. Bend mostly through your legs. Arms open, come all the way up. Back to that pull down of your elbows, heels off the floor. Arms up, heels down. Squat, touch your outer feet so you've got a good bend in your legs. Arms up and then heels off the floor. 3 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just the squats. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Just the squats. Exhale. Inhale. 8. Sitting your hips back. 7. When you reach back through your hips, you've got to squeeze through your glutes to push up. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Stay down this time. So 1 more then. Stay down, that's it. And pulse the legs here, arms in front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms lift. Inhale, cross your right leg in front. Hold the right wrist. Told you it wasn't going to be too aerobic-y, but it will have got your heart rate up a little. Push your hips across toward the right. Up to centre, undo that cross, switch, hold the left wrist, left leg is in front. Put your hand in the air if you're going to be practicing lots of Pilates over Christmas. Great! Hold you to that. Come back up to centre. Bring your arms all the way down and do a little shoulder roll, backward circle.
We have good intention.
Now put your arm in the air if you have the intention of at least practicing once a week. Oh yes, really? Brilliant. I didn't look here and here. Okay. You were up. You were up. Great. Right, so we're going down to the floor. Let me just see what time it is and how much I can fit in. Oh, we're all right for time. You'll be pleased to hear, Abigail. Right, just come to the top of your mat. We're going down to sitting, but let's go through that little reach we had. So arms up, sit your hips back, and then see if you can land down. Use your hands to help you down if you need to. We'll do a little hip stretch here, so right shin in front. So lean back, cross at your shin bones rather than your ankles. When your feet go down, they're going to land quite wide. And then use your hands or fists on the floor to lift and try and get the knees to drop down towards your feet. And then lower your hips down last. Now, if you feel like you're leaning back still, keep your hands behind and just try and wriggle yourself long. The more and more you come up, you want it to be from your hip joints to get the stretch in the hips. Okay, and then for some of you, you might be open enough to go forwards, in which case your arms can come in front. How's that for you? Are you feeling it in your hip?
Kind of, a little bit. On the left.
Where are you feeling it? In the left?
Yeah.
Not in your right hip? Your right one's your tight
A
one?
little bit, no.
Only a little bit?
Only a little
Oh,
bit.
you shouldn't have said that. So you're going to lift from there, yeah, and then go forwards and put your arms in front as well. You don't need your arms there. Oh yeah, you might have done actually. It's all right if I'm here.
Yeah.
Is that getting you a little bit more?
Yeah.
Soften your shoulders. Another breath there. And then come up. Lean back into your hands, lift your legs, switch the cross at your shins. Feet go wider, and then the edges of your feet go down. So when the feet land, they are going to be about the width of your knees when your knees come down. And again, you can do a bit of this first, and then your hips can go down, that gets a good alignment. And then again, you either come forwards or you just push from behind. Let me give you a little push from behind again, Joe. And then you can take your arms forwards. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Is it giving you a bit more in the hips?
Yeah, a bit more if you want.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Couple more breaths. And then release that side. Okay, and then you're coming down onto your back. We're going to do one little abdominal session to finish off. So, might just, do I need to show you? No, I don't need to show you. Hands behind your head. We're doing progressive hip hops. If you don't want to do the hip hops, your feet go on the floor and you do a pelvic tilt instead. Head and shoulders up, elbows out wide. Inhale, exhale, knees come up. They want to bend about in line with your lower ribs. Inhale, exhale, knees towards nose. Inhale, hips down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Try it with a foot tap to the floor. So you go tap down, exhale, knees in. Inhale, tap down, exhale, knees in. 3, look at your belly, so when you tap your feet to the floor, the belly is hugging back. 2, 1. Adding on to that, you go stretch one leg out, hug the knees in. Stretch the other leg out, hug the knees in. 2 more each leg, reach out, knees in. Reach out, knees in. 1 more each leg, reach out, knees in, reach out. Should be a finish on the left. Okay, and then one more, a couple more add-ons. Both legs, knees in. Both legs. If you can't do the hip hop, just do the legs of extending. 3, 2, belly hugs back as the legs go out. 1 more little add-on. So you go hop, legs out, open, close, knees in. Hop, legs out, open, close. In, out, open, close. In, out, open, close. In, out. Is that 5? Yeah, well done. Knees in, feet down, and relax. Do whatever stretch your body wants to do. Let your body's intelligence guide you into something that feels a nice antidote to what you were doing there. How were they? I had fun practicing those at home today. I have to say, you all look very strong and toned.
I made the mistake of eating before I came.
You what? Oh, no, you haven't, have you? Oh, gosh.
An hour ago, but it was absolutely effective.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's first of all have let's go feet wide, arms wide. Yeah, sway your knees side to side. So your knee is going to drop toward the opposite foot, but it's reaching more toward the big toe than the heel. So your knee drops down toward the opposite foot, but it's also stretching long as if it's trying to get longer than the opposite big toe. Notice the difference between that or just dropping down. So there's a bit more conscious effort to try and lengthen the thigh bone as it drops inwards and downwards. Okay, then legs go right, look left. and stay there. And if you want to pile your right foot on top of your left knee, you can do that for some extra adage. Exactly as you are, Jane. Keep the legs as they are, but drop them to the right. Keep the ankle crossed. That's it, yeah, there you go. Right ankle on, Vicky, and drop the legs to the right. Right ankle on, Kath at the back. Right ankle on and drop the legs to the right. That's it. Come back up to centre, releasing that foot. Feet are wide, knees drop left, look right. The optional add-on, left ankle can pile onto the outside of the right knee, if that feels suitable for you. And then releasing the foot back up to centre. Just let your knees rest together. Reach the tailbone long so you've reset your spine. Take your arms to the ceiling. Reach your right fingers through the ceiling and then lower the shoulder down. Reach your left fingers through the ceiling and lower down. Right, lower, left, lower. 2 more each side. Right, lower, left. See you next week. Great. Right and left, and then bring your knees into your arms and finish with a little knee hug. And then your feet go to the floor. You can either go back to your knock-kneed or straighten your legs would be my suggestion this evening, so that your hip flexors and your belly are nice and long and open. Has it helped? Brilliant. That's great. Oh, right, yeah. Nice. Use it like a massage ball. Good idea. Just become as comfortable in your body and then as still in your body as you can be. You might have already experienced this yourself, but I practice quite a lot when I go away in a hot country and sweat. And it's really interesting when you're lying and relaxing, as the sweat dries on you, the hairs on your skin kind of tickle. So now, not that you've been sweating necessarily, but just feel any little tickle or movement in your skin or anything that distracts you. See if you can just lay still and observe it without being pulled into distraction. Because we are so easily distracted, many of us, in this day and age of distraction, where there's so much stimulus around. See if now you can withdraw yourself away from whatever stimulus you find yourself being tempted by, whether it's through touch, through sound, through the thought of taste, whatever it is. Your eyes are closed. Just look into the emptiness of your inner space. Then take a deeper breath in. And relax the breath out. A little wriggle around. Stretch out maybe. Arms could stretch overhead, reaching right side, then reaching left side, and then reaching right side and left side. And then bend the legs, feet flat to the floor, and knees squeezing in and out a few times. With the head off the floor, and if you're not a fan of rolling up, just turn to your side to come up, otherwise roll your way up. Great, well, thank you very much everybody. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but next week's the last one of the year.
Don't say it.
I'm sorry, but just to then make it super important that you come. And did I say this in this class, or was it the last class that I said? I'm away until the 24th of January, so there'll be a period in January where you will have to, where you put your hand up, practice on your own. And yeah, so I'll see you next week for our Christmas special. Although there's nothing special about it. It's just
a prescription for next week.
I'm not telling. Do you want to? I'll have to whisper it to you. Many people come to Pilates for the social side. So we're having a social fun. How was that? You came into a hard class tonight.
Yeah. I was just so busy. That's why I was going to say I'm available next week. If you have any space.
Let me have a look now.